Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. Today I am taking you on a night point of view drive with this car, so the facelifted Renault Megane. And as you can see on this facelift we have slight changes on the design. So let's start with the front. New LED lights, they are now standard. You can turn them on by pressing the key. And this is the view from this angle. Also the front bumper has been redesigned. I think it looks more classy now with more chrome inserts in here. If you're wondering about this color, name of the color is Solar Brown. And here we have the Edition 1 package. You can also get the RS line to have more sporty look, and that's the first time that the RS line is available on the Megane. Now the wheels, they are 16-inch. You can upgrade those up to 18-inch, but I would suggest maybe this ones or 17-inch because let's face it, these are rather nice and you have a lot of comfort. Speaking about the length, 4 meters 36 is the length. Now we come to the rear of the car, where you will notice when I turn them on, the new LED lights. I do love this design element and the lighting signature. It is really a beautiful one. Let me have a closer look. So look at this, and they are almost connected, makes the car appear wider, and overall I think they really did a good job with the design and with this small changes on the facelift. One thing that I don't like is the fact that we don't have the real exhaust anymore. We just have this chrome lines. We can't even call those the fake exhausts, but yeah, I would love to see the real one. The rear view camera is here, and now without further ado, let's step inside and let's see what is changed here. You can see the lovely ambient lights. I'll show you that, and different colors that are available. But let us now check out the view from driver's perspective. And let's start the drive. I will press the start engine button and the car comes to life. Have a lovely design of the ambient lights, as you can see, and I think we are ready to roll. This is the key. It's a classic Renault key, and let's put it to drive and start. So the model in our video has got the 1.3 liter turbocharged petrol engine producing 140 horsepower. It is paired with the 7-speed 12-clutch EDC that you see here, and we also have 240 newton meters of torque, so plenty of torque, and really more than enough for this kind of car. Of course, if you want something more powerful, there is also an option of 160 horsepower, and there's also a hybrid, a plug-in hybrid, but you can also go for the diesel. So a lot of options, and that's always good, I think, for the buyers to have many options, which is the case with this car. Speaking about this particular model, around 9 seconds to reach 100, and top speed is 205 kilometers per hour. So I think really decent numbers for a car like this. And as you can see, the changes here with the EDC are rather smooth. In front of us we have a 10.2-inch digital cockpit. We can change the views, I'll show you that in a moment. And in the middle we have a 9.3-inch screen, one of the largest screens in this class, and all of the things that you need are here. Now we are finally out of this garage. Here is the exit, and we are ready to start the night drive around my hometown of Zagreb. So there we go. Nice clicking sound of the indicators. And now the car turns off. We can switch off the start-stop system by pressing the button. And that's always a plus for me because I usually turn off those systems. And yeah, now it is deactivated when we are ready to continue the drive. So let's start with changing of the modes. You have this special button here to change the driving modes. You can put it to sport. And you see that when we do that, everything changes. So the layout, the digital cockpit has changed. We have the big rev counter and the ambient lights are now in red. If you put it to comfort, once again, different view on the digital cockpit, and we also have different ambient lights. In this case, the ambient lights are in blue, and eco would of course be green as expected. Minimalistic screen in front of us, and of course the throttle response and steering also changed when we switch between the driving modes. Now the steering is very light. You can configure the steering and all of the options with the driving modes. Here you go to My Sense and edit current mode, and now you can change those systems and options. And since we are stationary now, let me show you the navigation. It's got the 3D shape of the buildings. So just look at this, the National Theatre that is on our left. We also have it here, quite cool, and I love the design of this 3D navigation from Renault. And this car has the new infotainment system compared to the previous one. It's been updated and it looks rather nice. In front of me there is a head-up display. Not sure if you can see that on the camera, but that can be useful. I can see the speed limit and also the safety systems, the distance that you also see here, and the speed. And one cool feature is this animation of the car. When I press the indicator, I don't know if you can see, but the indicator on this animation also flashes, so quite cool. One thing that I need to mention also is that we have the AC on the classic switches. Here is where you would adjust the air blower, and here is where you adjust the temperature. Very easy to use. You can turn it on or off by just pressing this. And definitely a big plus because it's so much easier to use it like this compared to the option of going inside the screen, which is, let's face it, never the best one. But a lot of cars have only that option. Here everything is on buttons when we talk about the AC. Let me just change the mode back to sport mode and show you one thing that I'm not sure a lot of you will actually like. Now, not sure if camera is catching it. I think it is, but the car is producing the sound from the speakers. And by the way, we have a nice 8 Series convertible here. Anyway, the car is producing sound from the speakers. We have a fake sound. You can edit that, you can switch it off if you don't like it. Currently I've put the fake sound only on the sport mode, but you can configure that out, and as I said, maybe you can even have the sound in comfort mode if you like it, or put off the sound and turn it off actually if you don't prefer it. But for now I will keep it on. I don't know, I think it's not bad at all. Quite cool actually, yeah. standard mode with nice blue lights, which are my favorites. Tell me in the comments what would be your favorite. And let me actually change the colors for the ambient lights. Now we will be stationary here. You go to edit current mode, you have the lighting here, and now you change it. You see you have the green one, the red one, purple looks quite cool, light blue, yellow and orange, and also the white one. And you see that you are also changing the color here with the main menu and main digital cockpit. When you press the home button, you have the widgets here that you can configure. If you press this, you go into the main menu, and here is where you can configure a bunch of settings. Let's actually turn on the navigation. You actually have the picture here also, and if we press go, we are ready.
Turn left after 100 meters.
Now on the head-up display, I also have the little arrow showing me where to go.
Turn left after 300 meters.
And thanks to this 16-inch wheels, the ride is very smooth. Usually we have bigger wheels on, you know, cars in this class, especially with higher trims, but I think they did a good job with this, because now you have a pretty comfortable ride, and the wheels, they have a nice design overall, so I think it's a plus. As I said, I would go for the 17-inch personally, but I think the average buyer would be more satisfied with these here. And now I've stopped to show you the screens in more details, and let me show you how to do that. You actually need to press this button for the driving modes. You go to the edit, and now you configure the cluster. There are actually 4 options. You see this, you have the sport, regular, comfort and eco, and those can be adjusted here. So comfort would be minimalistic, regular with the classic dials, and the sport, well, big rev counter as expected. You can also change various things here on your left and on your right. So quite cool, quite useful, and I think they did a good job with this digital cockpit. Of course, this is the optional. You would get a smaller one in the standard version. Let's also mention the safety systems of this car, and it's got a bunch of them. You activate or deactivate them here. It's very easy to use them and adjust the settings, of course. So you have the following distance, active braking, traffic sign recognition, lane assist, and blind spot monitor, and all those can be adjusted and configured here. So quite useful. I would suggest keeping them on all the time, of course, for your own safety, and also makes the car and the drive itself actually much safer. And that is pretty much it. I actually want a car next to us so that I can show you the blind spot assist. Let's hope that we stumble upon one. Of course, it is almost 1 a.m. on Monday, so not many cars are around. But yeah, I hope you liked this night point of view drive of the facelifted Renault Megane. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts on this car and how do you like this ambient during the night. I think it is quite relaxing one, and they did a good job with the digital cockpit. And let's actually change lanes now so that we'll be next to this car, and you see the blinking on the mirror, so that was the warning for the blind spot. So, and that's it now. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel in order to see more car reviews and to see the full review of this car, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.